What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus on the top-ranked goalie for the 2013 draft, Zach Fucale of the Halifax Mooseheads. Obviously playing on a great team with Nathan McKinnon, with Roy, and with some other pretty skilled guys. So it's a team to look at. It's like a super team, so to speak. But without further ado, the numbers don't jump out at you when you're looking at an 889 save percentage and 259 goals against average. But with the Q, it's such a high-scoring league. Take those numbers with a grain of salt. That's what you're going to get. Fundamentally sound. The game's all there for him. He really plays a pro-style game. And like I said, it's going to be him and Eric Comrie as your top two goalies for this upcoming draft in June. I look for them both to be, taken within 10 picks of each other. That one of them, could jump ahead of the other. Fucale's got a pretty good shot to represent Canada at WJC, which is remarkable. I mean, he's 17-3-1 so far with Halifax. He was 32-8-6 last year. The save percentage can afford to get a little better, 892, but 259 goals against average is great. He's going to continue to get better, continue to improve. I won't turn 18 until May 28th, so still a pretty young guy. Really understand the nuances of playing goaltender at the highest level for his age with the Mooseheads. But I look for him to play a key role. Probably not this year, but next year for Canada, for WJC. Like I said, I think he has a good shot to make it as a backup behind Malcolm Subban. I think he's going to be a guy going into camp. Subban will be your World Junior goalie. But I look for Fucale to definitely have an opportunity to play if Subban falters or whatnot. Because quality goalies don't grow on trees, and if you can find one, might as well use them, regardless of how old he is. Like I said, he won't be 18 until May 28th, so one of the rising young stars in the queue. And the other thing is, end of the first round, early second round for him and Comrie, like I said, to go within 10 picks of each other. They're talked about this on the Eric Comrie piece. Goalies don't go that high in the first round for a reason. It's a big-time investment, and it's really a kind of shot in the dark when you take a goalie, because you can bust on one in the first round, then take one in the sixth round, that turns into a great player. So that's something to look at. But like I said, late first, early second, definitely him or Eric Comrie will be the first one off the board. Everyone's saying it'll be Fucale's first, but I really like Comrie's game. So I think they're interchangeable. I think they both have great pro careers. But see how that all shakes up. That's like on this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Zachary Fucale of the Halifax Mooseheads and top goaltender prospect of the 2013 NHL entry draft. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.